New niche. Let's talk about a new niche. I love diving into niches. I love talking about what do you think about this niche? What do you think about this niche? What is your experience trying this one? And the reason I love it is because there's so many out there. And every single time you look at a new one and you test a new one, there's that possibility that it's the next tree service, that it's the next concrete, that it's the next insulation, that it's the next whatever that's worked so many times, fencing. I mean, there's a bunch that work really, really well. And so, and there's a bunch that work kind of well, right? A duct cleaning, for example, has worked pretty well. It's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite. So I love talking about niches, and I think it's very important because I'm going to give you the honest truth about what I have done, what I haven't done, my thoughts on it, the people that I've trained that have tried it, and the people that I know as far as like colleagues and stuff that have also tried. So today I want to talk about the house painting niche. I don't know why I said niche. I'm more about niche. People ripping on me online. It's niche, baby. Let's talk about house painting, okay? I have had conversations. I had a guy that I went to lunch with that as a painter. We went very deep in conversation about me getting him leads. And I did all of the homework at the whole deal. I want to start off by saying on this video that I personally do not have a client in this space. I do not have a house painting website, okay? So just got to start with that because I want to tell you guys, oh, I've done this. I do not have a client, but I've done the homework. I've looked at the different measurements, the different criteria as far as like what makes a competitive city. And I've also had conversations with painters, and these are local painters. Some of them are my friends. Some of them are people that I've met. But here's what you're looking at with house painting, okay? I always like to start with this. Can it work? Sure. Can it work? Yes, okay? If you put up a house painting website today, you are going to get some leads, okay? You will. It will work for any niche. Again, it always comes back to how well, okay? But we got to look at the first thing, which is what type of leads are you most likely going to get, okay? You're most likely not going to get the full home. Let's say you got a local builder that's just tossing up homes. That guy, that contractor already has his crews or his 2-3 crews that as soon as he has another house, he sends it out, they bid on it, and somebody gets it, right? They stay loyal because they have a system in place. Now, is it possible that a new contractor comes into town and he doesn't have any contacts? He's on Google? Sure. But again, the nature of this business of painting houses is you find your guy that's good, or you find your crew that's good, or you find your 2 or 3, and then you just toss it out for a bid and it's done. And you don't have to worry about it because you have people that you trust, and it has to be systematized for you to make money, especially these people that are doing spec homes, okay? So most of that's just going to be out, right? It's just going to be out. Now, what you're mostly going to get is the same thing that you're going to get with a drywall niche, a stucco niche. What else would fit in that category? There's a couple different ones that would fit into that category. And what you're going to get is mainly people that are do-it-yourselfers. They're the general contractor on their own house. They're doing some home renovation. They're doing a remodel that they're overseeing. And they don't have contacts because they're just going to Lowe's and they're going to Home Depots and the whole deal. So think about it, guys. You're going to just 99% of these are going to be those type of people. And those type of people are fine, but you got to realize, why are those type of people in the first place? It's because they're too damn cheap to pay the people that are professionals. So you're already talking to the guy or the gal that doesn't want to spend money. So you're going to get, haggle down on price. So I'm already like not excited about this niche, right? On top of that, inside of that, how often are you actually going to get a full house that needs to be repainted? My intuition tells me you're going to get somebody that's like, yeah, we're doing the craft room. My wife wants to do the craft room. And so can we paint this baby blue, or can we paint this baby blue for little Johnny, who's going to be here next month? We're so excited. It's our 15th baby. We're in Utah, remember? That's what you're going to get, guys. You're going to get those. Come do a room for me. Who wants to do that shit? No one's making money. That's a handyman job. That's a, hey, call your buddy, give him 6 beers and say, I'll pay you $100 job, right? That ain't a job that serious businesses that you want to work with are going to be interested in. And so guys, what I'm telling you is, yes, you could put up a website. I know someone's going to be on here and they're going to say, well, I'm doing it. It's working. Great. We're talking about for the majority of people. We're talking about across the board. And I know this changes a little bit in other countries. And I've heard of some people in, I believe it was in Australia. I was having a conversation with somebody and they're like, yeah, I'm doing okay with this niche. I'm like, that's interesting because it's terrible here from what I've heard. So I would love if you are having great success, please leave it in the comments. I'm not going to come after you and whatever, but if you disagree and say, hey, I've actually had really good success, I would love to know about it. But for these reasons, on top of that, those little jobs, the rooms, how much are you going to be able to charge to paint a room? Like, how much are you really going to be able to charge to paint a room? Right? So the margins aren't the ticket size isn't super high. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the margins are, but I do know you have hard costs on your paint. And on top of that, the type of clients that you're going to be working with are the people who are inherently cheap. Like, you couldn't put a worse formula together. So guys, as they say on Shark Tank, for these reasons and many more with the house painting niche, I'm out.